You don't have to take off your clothes or be exposed for men to notice you. Welcome guys to Girl Talk. This is the video where I answer questions, very provocative questions that you may or may not want to know, and we discuss it on my channel. This video is for the girls, this is for the females, this is for the women, because the last few videos were about men. So right now it's about us. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so what I did, instead of me going on Instagram and asking you guys what questions to ask me, listen, let me just go on Google's our friend, and search up Girl Talk questions. And could you believe that Google has everything? So there is a list of questions that I found on Google related to Girl Talk that I'm going to ask myself and answer them on my channel for you guys. So it's kind of like a way of you getting to know more about me, and also not only, more specifically, you getting to know or getting to understand how things work, gaining knowledge, and also basically having understanding, you know, us coming to a common ground. So I found some questions on here. All right, so now I'm not gonna say nothing's off limits, because there's some things I'm just not gonna share with the YouTube world out there. So I'm gonna select the questions I'm going to answer that I don't mind you guys knowing about me in my life, you know, because some things, despite me being on YouTube, you guys, I'm very private. There's certain things in my life that I will not display on YouTube, because I know that there are persons on YouTube watching me, and there are persons on here watching me to find out more about me, so they use it against me. And there are persons on here watching me because they just have to watch me, you know. You know what category you fall in. But anyway, let's get to the questions. Some of these questions that make sense to me, so if it doesn't make sense, I'm not gonna answer it. There's first question that says, do you think double texting is a big deal? I don't even know what double texting is, so let's just, if you guys know, let me know, please, okay? All right, so the next question. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done to get a crush's attention? That is a very good question. And I can honestly and truly say that I don't think I've ever done anything embarrassing to get someone's attention who I had a crush on. I was very sure of myself as a young child, as a teenager, even as an adult, even more so. So I believe that if you have to do embarrassing things to get someone's attention that you have a crush on, then your self-esteem is not really that high, you know, because I believe you should be sure of yourself, in that if you carry yourself a certain way, if you are true to your values and morals, if you just be yourself, persons are going to recognize you. So I was always myself. I hardly ever want to be like other persons. I always stood true to myself. Always. What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? The most spontaneous thing I've ever done, I would say, besides going to places I've never been, just spur of the moment, I would say the most spontaneous thing I've ever done was to go to the parking lot, go to the car lot with my mom for her to buy a car, and me ending up leaving with a brand new car myself, but no intention of going to buy a car. So that was the most spontaneous thing I've ever done. If you guys don't do that. I mean, I can't tell you guys what to do with your money, because that's your money, but you know, when you're making large purchases, make sure that you have a reason, a really good reason to do that, okay? But of course, if you feel spontaneous, you feel yourself, you feel your money, you feel like, you know, just doing you and loving yourself, then I would say by all means, go ahead. Next question. If you go to a restaurant and have terrible service, is it ever okay not to tip? Now, I love to tip. I love to give persons gifts. I love to give money. That's the kind of person I am. I feel as though if you work hard for it, you should be rewarded. But I think that's one of the times when it's not okay to tip. If you give me horrible service at a restaurant, I'm not tipping you. I'm sorry. I'm really not tipping you. I won't tell you I'm not tipping you because your service was horrible. I just wouldn't say anything. I just wouldn't tip you. I'll tell you thank you, I appreciate the service, but that's about it. Because I'm not about to be fake. I have a problem being fake. I have a problem showing persons a side of me that's not there. So if I believe that you didn't deserve a tip, you're not going to get that tip. Now, I think I really should tell you that your service was not up to par. So you could check yourself. Might have having a bad day, or, you know, just for future references. But yeah, sometimes I tell you what's on my mind by not saying anything most of the times. Have you ever cheated on your SO? I'm guessing SO means significant other. Definitely not. And all of my relationships I've been in, I'm not going to say how many on this national platform, I have never cheated on anyone I have been with. No, I haven't. Have you ever been cheated on? But child, listen to me. I think everyone's been cheated on in some way or the other. But I have definitely. Could you imagine someone cheating on me? I mean, like, are you crazy? Like, do you not know who you have? Do you not know who I am? Do you not know who is my creator? Must not know. But definitely, I've been cheated on. And then persons will be like, well, how do you know? Because sometimes we as females, we think we've been cheated on, and we're not. We're just seeing signs that are not there. But this person was actually caught. So whether or not they did anything or not, this person was caught. This happened years ago, and they were caught. So yeah. They're gone, basically. Because one thing I'm not going to do is tolerate, especially someone who I haven't really said out loud, so someone who I'm not really committed to, really like that. I'm gonna stay with you if you are cheating. But I won't say committed. I was committed, I mean, in terms of a marriage. If I'm not married to you, I'm not even gonna think about staying with you. If you are with me and we're not married and you cheat on me, I might give you one more chance, but I think if you do it again, you definitely know you're gone. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna be with it. I am too good, and you girls are too good for any man who would sit there and deliberately cheat on you over and over again. Don't take that. Okay, don't. What's your biggest regret? Wow, I try not to live my life with regrets. I think I don't have any regrets. I think my biggest regret would probably be spending large amounts of money that I don't need to spend. And yeah, I don't have any regrets in my life. I don't regret any relationship that I've been in. Or probably just one. Yeah, just one. I regret that. I'm not calling anybody's name, but let's say that was very short-lived, and I definitely regret that. Other than that, I don't have regrets. What's your dream date night? Such a great question. My dream date night, I don't really have anything specific in terms of I have to do this, but a dream date night for me would be, I don't want to say it's just a dream date night. I think anything that you do with your significant other is special. You know, I think that when you plan moments to be alone, that's a dream. You know, you don't always get that. So my dream date night would be just to be alone with my partner and us engaging in fun activities that we do together, that we enjoy doing, having long conversations about life, our future. And even if you don't have any food, any music, that's a dream date night. How many SOs have you had? How many significant others? I'm not even gonna tell you guys how many persons I've been in a relationship with. Just know that it was more than one, okay? Are you looking for a relationship? Heck no. I am happily married to my one husband. So I'm not looking for anybody right now. Or ever. And he ain't looking either. So when you want to looking at him, take your eyes off him. He's taken. What do you consider a red flag in a relationship? That is such a great question, because recently social media has hyped up the red flag, green flag, white flag situation when it comes to relationships. And I believe there's many things that can be considered a red flag in a relationship. One of them being if a man, this is girl talk, you guys, if a man doesn't want to be with you all the time, it's a red flag. That's a red flag. And I consider it a red flag because at first I thought it was smothering you. Now, I'm not saying that you should be with the person every single time, but there should be somebody who wants to be with you all the time. Even when he's with his boys, his mind is still on you. When he's at work, his mind is still on you. That is him actually being with you, putting his mind on you, you know? And I think it's a way that you would secure your friendship, your relationship, by thinking about the person most of the time, you know, most of the time. So if you don't want to be with me all the time, if you don't want to talk to me, if you don't have that friendship, that's a red flag. That's what, there are many others now, but yeah, that's the first one that came in my mind. So yeah, let's go with that. What's your love language? Listen, you guys, I have recently rediscovered, or I would say discovered, my love language. And basically, to explain this concept, because persons don't really know what this means, but it's the way that you love people. That's your love language without saying a word. Okay? So yeah, my love language is gift giving. I love to give persons gifts. I love to give lavish gifts. I love to give cheap gifts. I love to give gifts that make you smile, gifts that make you cry. I just love giving gifts. That's how I love people. I don't have to actually come out and say I love you, but the fact that I'm giving you a gift, the fact that I'm spending my time, because persons believe that gift is only money, okay? If I spend my time with you, that's a gift, because my time is precious, okay? And I don't just give my time to anybody. So giving my time, giving of my resources, giving of my advice, giving of my financial money, my funds, giving anything, that's me giving you. That's my love language, right? That's gift giving. That's just what it is. Now, on the flip side, you don't have to necessarily give me gifts. I don't love you because of what you give me, whether it's just your time, your money, your affection, your advice. That's not why I love you, okay? But that's on my side of why I show love to other people. All right, so you don't want this to be a long video. I don't want to answer all of these questions. It's a lot of questions. If your life was a movie, what would it be called? Oh my God. Definitely In Pursuit of Happiness. I love that movie. Will Smith is my favorite, all-time favorite male actor. And I believe that my life is in the direction of me pursuing my happiness. And it's a constant pursuit. It never stops, because happiness, I think, is of God. Because happiness is love. Love is of God. Happiness is of God. And I pursue happiness every day. I am preparing my life now to be happy when I'm in my 50s, 60s, and even on to retirement. So even though he started off at humble beginnings and he was not able to take care of his child, he didn't have much money, he was really low in that movie. I'm not to the point where he is, because I can take care of myself. But I am to the point where I'm always seeking to be happy. Like, my peace is secured, or I try to secure my peace, because I don't want anyone to make me unhappy. So happiness, In Pursuit of Happiness, will be the movie if my life was a movie. This one is a good question. What do you wish you were really good at? Listen to me. Everyone who knows me know I wish I could sing. I can talk. I can shout. I can argue. But I can't sing. Let me show you I can sing here. What do you want me to sing for y'all? Yeah, but if I could do anything, I really wish I was good at singing. I love, not to sing, but I love the idea that your voice can inspire and motivate persons just by your voice. If you were a dog, what kind of dog would you be? I would definitely be a Shih Tzu, because I love Shih Tzus. I love house dogs. I would be the dog I want right now. Oh my god, what kind of dog is that? I can't remember, but I'll be that dog too. Yeah, that or a pug. So Shih Tzu, that dog I can't remember, or a pug. I love dogs. I can't wait to get my dog back. Do you believe in aliens? No, I don't. Do you shower at night or in the morning? I shower twice. I shower in the morning and I shower at night. What's the most cringe-worthy outfit you've ever worn? Cringe-worthy. Ooh. I don't wear cringe-worthy outfits. I really don't. I try to keep myself covered at all times, because this time this body's a temple. You know, keep yourself covered, ladies. Isn't me? Ladies, I hope I'm really defining the word cringe-worthy, but I'm gonna use cringe-worthy as in being something that might be uncomfortable, unusual. Okay, I know unusual is not the term that you would describe how ladies adorn themselves today, because it's not unusual. It's pretty usual, pretty normal, but they don't cover themselves up. Now, I'm gonna end on this question right here, because I think it's one that we need to talk about. Women and ladies, covering yourselves. You don't have to take off your clothes or be exposed for men to notice you. Okay, like I said, if you have self-esteem, you have self-worth, and you believe in yourself, and you be yourself, of course the right person is going to notice you. But nowadays we have females they're just naked, and they just dancing up naked. They on TikTok. I mean, I see the most naked women on TikTok, and they showing some of the videos. You can actually see the shape of their front and their back, and that's cringeworthy. I'd be like, oh my god, God help her to have self-worth. And some of us might be like, well, that's what they want to do. That's their body. Yeah, that is their body. But guess what? The Bible did not. God did not design the female body to be exposed to the world, except for her husband. When you do that, ladies, you are giving the okay for a man to lust at you. When you do that, you're giving them the okay to think dirty things in their minds about you, or giving them the okay to sexually assault you. And that's a topic that we don't want to even go to. When you dress like you're selling, they're gonna treat you as if you're selling something. So ladies, please keep the jewels together. Keep them covered. Cover them up. Let me tell you guys a story. I learned this the hard way. When I first became a teacher, I was in my early 20s. This was some 16 years ago. Don't guess my age. And I went to a Chinese restaurant to get some lunch. I think it couldn't have been lunch. I think it was later on that day, after school it was. So it was more like evening time, around 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And I had on a Tommy Hilfiger short pants. And it wasn't one of those pants that like right up your hips. It wasn't one of them, because I don't play that. I wasn't brought up like that. No. But it was quite short. It really exposed most of my thighs, to be quite honest. And one of my students came in there with her parent, and she was like, "Mom, that's my teacher, Miss Brown." And I was like so embarrassed. I was like, oh my god, this is not how I want to be represented as a teacher. Teachers don't look like me. Teachers don't wear almost near pom-pom pants up in public. So actually, to be honest with you guys, from that day on in my life, that was like almost 20 years ago, I have never went out of my house looking like that ever again, because that was a defining moment for me. And that even though you are a person before you are a teacher, people only see you as a teacher. They only see you as your occupation, not who you really are. Because when I come home, I'm not a teacher. I put that title down. But the society that we live in, they will always see you as your career, as your position, and not to see you as the person that you are. And I was not one of those persons who wear those kind of clothes. It was really hot that day. But that was a defining moment for me. So girls, females, ladies, women, cover yourself, cover your jewels. Let the man guess what's underneath there. Don't show him, okay? And don't help him to sin by lusting, because lusting is a sin. And the Bible says if you think it inside your mind and you lust, you've already committed the sin, because you do it in your heart. So ladies, just keep it covered. That's our girl talk for today, you guys. And if you have anything to say, leave in the comment section below. We're gonna do part 2 of this, guys, because I have so many questions that I didn't answer on this website, Girl Talk. I'm gonna come back and do a part 2 and answer those same questions. But thanks for watching my video, guys. Stay tuned for part 2 of Girl Talk. Love you guys. Subscribe. Bye, guys.